camera starts now.
Hello, I'm Grace.
And I'm Ent.
Yeah.
And we're on the BiG Scuba podcast as part of the Auto Trail expedition.
Great, and it's great to have you on the BiG Scuba podcast, sitting in this Auto Trail Expedition 68 XL. Slightly different.
Very nice it
place.
is too.
it's really
Yeah,
nice.
it's
Very
lovely.
nice.
Wouldn't mind one of these at all.
So first question's up. What does being underwater mean to you, Grace?
Wow, I mean, it's pretty much everything. Yeah, I mean, I base my whole life around just the chance to get underwater, basically. Yeah, and I mean, I've been diving for almost 13 years, and
Chip off the old block.
yeah, I mean, we both have been diving for almost
Yeah,
13 years,
13
and that,
years, yeah.
I mean, everything in that past 13 years has just been working towards being able to be underwater as much as I can.
Yeah, great. And how about you, Ant?
It means a great deal actually, especially as I haven't been able to do it as much. And my sort of diving has been restricted more to snorkeling and stuff like that over the past sort of several years because of a medical issue. So, but I still love it. I've always loved it since I was a kid. I'm one of the generation that grew up with Jacques Cousteau and always dreamed of being underwater. And I swim underwater. I don't swim on the surface. I swim underwater whenever I'm swimming or anything like that. So, yeah, it's a passion. And it still is, even though I can't do it as much nowadays, you know. But you know, I still get in whenever I can, basically.
Yeah,
So,
that connection to the water is really,
yeah,
yeah.
unbelievable.
Yeah. And Grace, you've studied right through with the connection to water.
Yeah. So I think last time we spoke to you, we were talking about it last night, was probably
Yeah.
before I even started the course.
Yes,
Or I think it might have
yeah.
been in the first year, I can't remember.
Well,
But
you was one of our first ever guests.
yeah.
Yeah, we were talking about that as well. That was a while
That was
ago,
quite a long
wasn't
time
it?
ago, maybe
Yeah.
2020.
Yeah, with May and
Yeah.
Inca.
Yeah. So yeah, a lot's happened since then. I've got a whole degree. My degree was in marine and natural history photography, and that course is just fantastic. I mean, there's a lot of the dive team here at the dive show, and they are just fantastic. I mean, the first year there's not much diving involved with the course. It's more like basics of photography, and then the second year is like when we were allowed to do the diving, and we went to Egypt for 2 weeks to basically just have 2 weeks of learning how to take photos underwater in the Red Sea, which was just incredible. So yeah, that degree was amazing, and now I'm in Cornwall for a year before going off to do a master's in science communication, which from what I've been hearing is a very important thing that's kind of up and coming, because we've been there's been a lot of science and research in the last decade or so that's not really been communicated.
Wow.
So
Yeah. And is it water, ocean based?
it can be, yeah. So I'm going in, they basically, this master's, from what I know, they get people from a science background and then people from a more creative background and sort of merge them together. So I'm going in for the creative side and hopefully using like underwater photography to...
So what sort of job role will that then lead to?
Well, it could be
Potentially.
many things. I'm hoping that then I could sort of branch out. I still want to get into underwater filming, but because I've been having issues with my ears in the past year, I've sort of had to think, well, if I can't do just underwater filming as a full-time job, I need some backup options. So science communication could be more surface-based, like outreach stuff, going to schools or just like community-based events or conservation things.
Yeah, super. Well, it's exciting as well.
Yeah.
Pioneering, a new course as well.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I'm super excited.
Yeah, and really, as far as I'm concerned, and actually from my wife's perspective as well, we've just been there supporting this one to do, you know, to
You've been there all the way.
achieve what she needs to achieve. Because as parents, you know, both of us are super proud of, you know, what she's done and what she continues to do, you know, because we're just sort of blown away by most of it ourselves, because just everything seems to be a new adventure all the time, you know. It's just fantastic, you know, the stuff that you've achieved. And there's some of the other things as well, is, you know, since since we last spoke, you was youth counsellor for World Ocean Day. And you did talks. You've done a couple of talks here, you know, at the dive show. Just all sorts of stuff. Isn't it?
You created a photography book, didn't you?
Yeah, so that was my third year project at uni. That's when my ear issues started, so I couldn't be underwater all of the time. So my final project was going to be underwater photography, but then kind of got completely dismantled by the fact I couldn't be underwater. So yeah, I made a book where I basically spoke to 20 people who love the ocean and got
Yeah.
their stories and took portraits of them, which was quite fun.
Yeah, amazing thing to do.
Amazing.
Yeah,
Our ears are so delicate, though, aren't they?
yeah,
Mm.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Above the water and under the water.
definitely.
Yeah.
I mean, there is a hope there, isn't there? Because you haven't. The trouble is, you had a procedure, didn't you, to hopefully relieve the problem, and you haven't really been back in the water since.
No,
then,
I
have you?
just
So
now
it's
need
like,
to test it out.
you know?
Yeah.
So everyone's like fingers crossed.
Yeah.
And the trouble is, it's been pretty poor, isn't it?
Yeah, lots of
Weather-wise,
storms in cool,
so,
so.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
so you haven't had much chances to get in, have you?
No, no. So when you get in the water, are there 3 people that you'd like to take underwater between you?
I thought of one immediately, and that's my friend Rada,
Oh, yeah.
who is a marine scientist, and I met her through the World Ocean Day Youth Council. And so I've known her for about 4 years now, and she is fantastic. Like, she is just incredible, because I don't have a science background. She knows so much about science, but she's done a freediving course, but she's never been scuba diving. And we keep saying, I really do want to get in the water with her.
Yeah. My one, I think I still have to go back to my original one. Where you lost my dad a few years back now, and it was always my dad, because he would have absolutely loved it.
Yeah.
You know, from my point of view, he was the same as me. Like he used to swear, all his swimming he used to do was underwater, and I would have loved him to have done diving. You know, but, yeah, it wasn't to be, but you know, yeah. Dad, who else?
It's a tricky one. I feel like I've got many friends that I would like to take who haven't been, but a lot of my friends as well I have actually ended up taking dry dives and things.
Yeah,
Kind of
Driving.
convinced I kind of do convince quite a few of them to get in.
Yeah.
But I think if I'm thinking of someone just because of what you said with Grandad, I think it would probably be my nan on the other side. She's not with us anymore as well, but she used to swim for the county, and she was the one who kind of got my mum swimming all the time. She was a massive swimmer. She got my mum swimming all the time, and I think the first thing she said when I was born, well, one of the first things was, so when you're booking her in for swimming lessons. So that's kind of a massive part of why I'm so happy and comfortable in the water. And I think, she would have never even, I think, thought about doing scuba diving. It wasn't even a thing.
It wasn't something
That
that
generation
wasn't
probably
possible.
not.
No.
So I mean, I can't even imagine what it would be like to take her.
Yeah.
Super interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's great to hear that you come from a generation, your grandparents all into water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, so definitely meant to be where you are now.
Yeah.
Rex.
Yeah, definitely a perfect mix.
Yeah.
Okay, so last question is our billboard question. So we're going to give you a billboard, and you can put anything on there you like, a statement, an image, a video, anything, but the whole world's going to see it. What are you going to put on your billboard?
Definitely one for you, because you're the future.
Well, the immediate thing I thought of was, I don't know if you've seen David Attenborough's Ocean film,
Yeah.
and that sequence with the bottom trawling,
Yeah.
you know, that GoPro footage of the bottom trawler. I just that's such an incredible bit of footage that I just was blown away by, because no one's ever got anything like that before, and I just, that kind of really, I mean, I've always eaten fish and stuff, and I've never thought too much about the impacts until then. I thought, actually, maybe I need to be a lot more mindful of where stuff comes from, and how it's being caught. So potentially, that from a conservation point of view, that would probably be quite shocking to people.
Yeah. I think I tend to agree with that as well. It's one of those things that as you go through life, you know, when you get older, you do things because everybody else does it. But then you start getting informed about stuff, and you know, there are points where you go, I've been doing that all this time and not realising what
Can't turn
impact
the
that's
blind eye to
having.
it anymore.
No, you know, so you adjust your knowledge and your actions over that period of time, and hopefully just do things for the good. But I think it's just fantastic nowadays that having this generation coming through with that much more knowledge, and the fact that they're willing to do something about it, which is something we probably never did.
Yeah.
You know, it's just a great thing.
So very quickly, for the future, what's the next thing?
The next thing is definitely, what would be the Masters,
Yeah.
which is quite scary.
Is it a year?
It's in Bristol.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've got to move to Bristol, which I love Falmouth, so I'm a bit sad about leaving.
Oh,
Time's
time's
up,
up.
time's up. Well, there we go. We got through everything.
Well done.
Excellent.